What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. You know what's going on. And, I've been gone for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Doggone, I've been missing in action. But I'm back for y'all. I'm gonna be back dropping. You feel what I'm saying? I had to get my camera together. I had to get a lot of my equipment together. And I still ain't got stuff the way I want it to be. To give y'all that content I want to give y'all, like lights and stuff like that. But I'm gonna still up my content more and more. But I had to drop a banger for y'all boys. And let's go, let's get it. And like, share, comment, subscribe, you feel what I'm saying? And turn on post notification so you can get notified every time I drop another video. You feel what I'm saying? And doggone, and we about to get into this junk. Y'all gonna see what the video about, you feel me? About the title of the video. You feel me? Let's go. I ain't gonna talk to y'all too much.
On Boulevard for a report of employee theft. The store manager told police they had uncovered a months-long fraud scheme involving one of their own workers, Keandra Breland.
Good, how are you? Hey, you're good. What's going on, manager? John.
So, I've got the associate upstairs with my market asset protection manager and one other manager.
How long was this theft over?
Like 6 months probably.
So it's 200,000.
100,000.
Make sure it's still good for y'all to make
That we know of.
Okay.
We've got video and everything.
Of every incident or no?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What, may I ask what he was stealing?
So it's actually faulty refunds. So they were doing refunds at the register and overriding. So she had another supervisor's codes.
Okay.
And would do override. And
for friends or?
No, herself. She would load it on a card right there. You watch the video.
Yeah.
She does the transaction. Does it for $3,000.
So it's 100,000.
Yeah.
100K?
My market manager will be able to give you like the specific. He's the one who did it.
Do you know her name and stuff or no?
Keandra.
She done hit for 100.
Keonera.
Keonera.
Breland. Breland.
You don't know her date of birth or anything like that,
Yeah,
right?
I can get it for you.
Is she a female? She's
Yeah, female.
White, black, Hispanic? So she's being cooperative? Like, does she know law enforcement's?
I don't think.
What does she think is going to happen? That she's cooperative with you guys?
Yeah, I don't think she realizes the seriousness of it quite yet.
No, she realized.
I've been in this club since January, and I'm trying to figure out why I was missing so much stuff, and finally start digging into it, and then that's when I...
So it looks like returns, right? Like a return of $3,000,
yeah,
whatever.
She price overrided, but no merchandise actually gets exchanged. And then she just loaded it on different credit cards and debit cards. There's nobody else there in the video on some of those. So,
On her own personal debit card?
I don't know who's debit card it is. I don't think so, because it's different numbers every time. So,
Every time it's different numbers?
well, there's various numbers we say, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the membership cost nowadays?
$50 for regular membership, $110 for plus.
That's not stuff. Yeah.
Nah, but what I was gonna say is they be acting like they don't be knowing what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like they be knowing what's going on. Definitely them women, but these women out here is like delusional, bro. And so you feel what I'm saying? Like they be acting like they don't be knowing what's going on. Definitely when they doing something that they don't, doing something wrong, like stealing over 100K worth of stuff and stuff like that. That's crazy. You feel me? And I done seen some. There's other videos that I'm gonna drop. I can't wait to drop on y'all and everything that's crazier than this. They done stole way more money and everything. Like, it's crazy. Like, I can't wait to drop that content for y'all. But like I say, I just wanted to say, like, I know she acting delusional, acting like she don't know what's going on. But let's get into it.
You get cash rewards for like if you shop with us enough. You actually basically pays for itself.
That's why I'm a
Hey,
BJ
Brandon.
fan.
Oh, come on. This guy's right.
You shop here, don't you?
Yeah, it's parked up
I got
too.
my stuff in here, dude. I haven't been in here.
You got one
Soon
going here,
afterwards,
roll
the
up.
officers were led to the suspect, who most likely already knew what was coming for her.
Hello.
Come on in.
Hello. How are you? What's your name? Kiki. Kiki? With 2 Ks?
No, K.
Oh. I won't. I was gonna sit here, but this is miniature. No, I'll sit here. That's okay.
Look at the Lego.
Oh. Where are you from? Indian Town? That's where you currently live?
No, I stayed 4 years.
Okay. How long you work here?
This year make 3 years.
Okay. That's not bad. I'm John, by the way. Or Australaviano. Whichever you prefer. Do you know why we're here?
Yes.
You think? Okay. I'm not going to ask you any questions or anything like that. I'm going to wait and see what we got and everything else, and then we can kind of go from there. Okay? I tell you this, no one's here to mistreat you. It is what it is at this point, right? So as long as you stay compliant, and it is what it is, right? Your reason behind it is your reason, and we'll decipher that down the road. If you want to talk to me about that, you're more than welcome to. All right? Is this your first job working here? Or, yeah? You got kids?
2.
Boys? Girls? They stay with you in Fort Pierce? Do you have your ID on you or no?
No.
Okay, not a big deal. Your first name is Keandra. D-R-I? D-R-I, okay.
Keandra.
And then last name is Breland.
Out there being bad, Keandra.
Do you have
out there
anything on you
being
that-
bad, girl.
You shouldn't? Okay. I know it sounds silly. Could you, no scissors or anything like that?
No.
Okay, could you stand up for me, please? You're good, I'll get that. So,
These are mine.
can you remove your vest for me? Without exposing yourself, obviously. You can take it off.
Take it off.
Yep. Your chains, can you pull up your chains?
Yeah.
No, not. Don't expose yourself. I'm sorry. I want to be sorry. Without exposing yourself, pull up your chains.
Every time she about the dog go, oh. You know he want the dog go. You know he got to go dispose me one time. Yeah, dog. Hey. Go dispose me one time. But not on YouTube, though. I'm about to blur it out. You know what's going on. You know, YouTube guidelines and everything. They ain't playing. But.
So I can just make sure there's nothing. There you go. And then turn around for me.
Let's blur it out.
I'm going to ask you to take
Well,
the
y'all ain't gonna be able to see.
right pocket there.
I will be.
Take whatever's out of the right pocket and your cell phone, please. And then if you could, without overly exposing yourself, just lift up the back of your shirt for me. Thank you. Spin, 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 spin. Thank you. Thank you. Keep spinning.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you. And then what I want you to do is place your hands behind your back, like you're praying, so to speak, backwards. Okay. You're good.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm not trying to get your hair all gross. You know what I mean? All right. Let me double lock them, okay, so they don't tighten up on you. You already got this 14? What? I do not know. I'm sorry. Is this all your stuff?
Yes.
Russian out that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get it back, okay? So okay. You know what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Right now you're under arrest, okay? So I'm going to bring you back to the station. The detectives will talk to you from there, and we'll go from there. I'll probably be with you the majority of the day.
Okay.
So you're going to have to deal with me. All right? So we'll be good. If you need anything, just let somebody know. Too. You know, the bathroom, not necessarily now. But.
I mean, I feel like she's taking it very well, though. She's taking it more different than I would have thought. The way dude was explaining it, because she probably was to him lying and doing all type of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, she ain't gonna just say what she just did or whatever. But it's like, doggone, yeah. She taking it better though. Like she ain't all like being extra nasty and all that. Like she just kind of like owning up without actually saying, saying stuff. So she just owning up to it. You feel what I'm saying? I respect that for real though. Now whatever anybody can say, I respect that. You feel what I'm saying?
Like I said, no one's gonna treat you bad or anything like that, all right?
728784888.
Yeah.
She ain't doing too much of that. What she ain't doing, all of that type stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Just going with the process. You feel what I'm saying? Like shit. Like that's how you supposed to dog on. If you did, not did, or whatever the case is, allegedly. You feel me? You got to put that allegedly on.
Okay. All right. We got to be very careful going down the stairs, all right? I don't want any accidents, all right? Hold on one second. Let me go a little bit before you. You know what, looking back on this, I kind of did this messed up. I'll take the hit on this. Because I probably should have. They get pizza oven. Just sit your bottom first and then just watch your phone. Yeah, so we can't afford the cushions. Good?
We talking about you can't avoid the cushion.
Breed of people. What makes us different? We're not.
Loss prevention investigators.
I don't even want to hear that though, cause that was from they can't afford the cushion. But for the police car now, that's how they take the mugs. That's how they built the mug and they put the mugs. Y'all know them seats doggone hard. And I done been in the back of one plenty of times. I mean, I can't put a number on the time. I done been seeing even if I ain't go to jail or nothing like that, even just being in the back of a police car, they just putting you in there, taking you out, whatever it is. Like, yeah, I done been there.
Provided police with transaction records, surveillance images, and a written statement. Investigators identified 36 fraudulent transactions between February and April 2023. In the end, the total loss amounted to more than $103,000. Once Brayland had been taken into custody, the detectives were ready to begin their work.
Each of these is I just read them to you? Okay, you want to have a discussion with us? Got to verbalize.
I don't really understand what's going on. I've never been in trouble for it.
Okay, well, what I'm asking you is, do you want to talk about why you're here today? And the manager and...
Yeah, he was already up there. And he went to talking and he told me about why I did what I did. And I told him.
Well, what did he tell you? I'm coming into, okay? I mean, clearly he brought you in and said, we got a problem, right?
I mean, I'm sure this kind of was already a plan of hers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it kind of, you feel me? Like, because you know how, I know how people, you feel me? Like, she probably already been planning that out. She works there. You feel what I'm saying? When she works the system, she done learned the system. She probably done learned the ways and system. She probably could do some jump and feel like she can get away with it. You feel what I'm saying? And doggone, and think she won't get caught. But you gotta understand, doing it at that type of number, you feel what I'm saying? People but not saying that she did it all in one setting, because it might have not been. That might have been over a period of time. You feel me too? You feel what I'm saying? But that junk going, as you keep doing it, taking from, they gonna catch on.
What problem did he tell you today?
Yeah, about me refunding why my phone helped family out, even though I never benefited from it.
So I don't know the whole specifics of this whole thing. To be honest with you, I was at breakfast. So they called me up and asked me to come in and speak to you. And they found that. So you were refunding, taking the product, or were you just getting the SKUs and writing the SKUs?
Yeah.
Running the SKUs? Okay. So you didn't actually take the TV, and that's good. That's good, because if you actually were taking stuff, then that would be a bigger issue. Good. So you were taking the SKUs of the thing and you were going over, what's your position at the store?
Cashier.
Cashier. So you would have access to return stuff. Okay. And where did you do this in the store? I don't really know how the store is made.
Membership desk.
Oh, okay. So you'd be at the membership desk, you get the SKUs, you bring it up and do it as a return? And now to do that, what would you have to do? Because I just know that when I return stuff, you have to call a manager over to do something. How does that work?
Yeah.
Or you do have the ability to go in and do it on your own? You could, or you have to call a manager?
No, the supervisors, it requires an override.
Is that like a number? And is that number assigned to each supervisor?
The number that's assigned to,
And how did you get that number?
just by doing override and
Watching? Yeah. Well, that's typically how people. What manager did you get it from?
not a manager, they're supervisors,
What supervisor did you get it from?
Paola.
Who?
Paola.
Paola? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
You friends with Paola, or?
I mean, not friends, but I talk to her a lot. Not like that on side work, just.
Did she give you the number, or did you
No.
you just saw her do the number?
No, just by these regulars being at the register.
Okay.
The override requires a lot, so that's part of their job, overriding it. So they do it.
But you had the knowledge to go ahead and how to do that, right?
I saw.
Because you saw what they were doing.
Yeah, I saw their number come out.
So Paola wasn't involved in any of this? Which is Jim? Okay. So you said TVs, and I saw a list. There's a bunch of different. How long has this been going on?
Like 2 months.
2 months. And when you would do the returns of the money, where did the money go?
To relatives, being stupid.
Well, yeah, but don't you have to, and I'm just speaking from my experiences doing these kind of things, don't you have to, like, give a card or something like that to put the money on? Whose card were you putting the money
On debit card.
on? On your debit card?
No, I wasn't getting from something.
Whose debit cards were you putting on?
Not from a relative.
What's that?
Relative.
So they would give you a debit card and you would put money on it for them? So there's a different debit card for every transaction?
Not many.
Okay. Were they aware of what you were doing?
Not really, just.
Well, they kind of had to be aware, right? Because they were getting money on their account, right? So they would kind of have to know, unless you were explaining something to them. Did you tell them what was going on?
No, I just knew I was just helping them and they was in need, and I've always been genuine and had it hard, so.
I get it. Family first, right? You have an approximate idea how much money that you did this, or how many items to a total? Does it over $100,000 seem about right? Because those are the transactions that they're supposedly had pulled up. Did they tell you that?
No, I didn't do that. No.
Well, you might be surprised though, because what TVs are $1,500 or whatever a piece, it can kind of add up pretty quick, right? If you did 100 TVs.
No, yeah.
No.
No.
So you'd be shocked that it was over $100,000?
Yes, I would, because, that I would be shocked.
Okay. Anybody else in the store doing this that you know of, or did anybody else teach you this? Well, you're being truthful to us. If there's other people that are doing it, they're going to find out.
We don't know what the other person's going to say when we find them. So the last thing we want is them to try to
sit there and say, she's the one that told me how to do this. Yeah.
I mean, that question was kind of like an open-ended. Like the question was kind of like he already knew it's somebody else, but I don't really know, because I'm trying to read that question, because that question was random out of first, but it kind of wasn't, because that probably was something he was just thinking of, but then it seemed like kind of very random to me when he doggone just say that like that, like the store already reported. You feel me? Because they know how much they got and what's going in, what's going out, and what's just going missing. You feel me? And 100K just going missing. You gonna see that it don't matter how big they be thinking. If people be thinking Walmart won't miss that type of money, they go miss it. You feel what I'm saying? Walmart go miss it. Food Line go miss it. You feel me? Whatever big company you think not gonna miss that money, they gonna miss it. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna see it. It's being gone. And definitely, if she ain't the only person that's taking 100K, you got a couple more. You got saving. You probably got 2-3 more people that's taking 100K or 200K, but just say 100K. You feel me? That's 300K. If it's 3 other people, you feel me? That's 400K and all getting missing. You feel me? And people that been doing worse stuff than this. I'm talking about taking M's. I'm talking about taking M's a freaking month. You feel me? Like every month, they taking M's. Like they were really going crazy. Like I want to do a story. I got to find a video. That one video, I'm gonna do a story on that too, and that's crazy. But let's get back into this. Enough of that.
So I'm just looking at you, I can tell there's other people that are doing this that you know. Who are those people? Just my years of doing this, I can see you do have a big heart. I can see you're struggling right now. There clearly is more than one person that's doing this. And that's what we're trying to say to you is you don't want to get yourself jammed up for stuff or transactions that you didn't do. If somebody else is doing those transactions, those are the ones that they need to be held accountable for their actions, right? And so that's why we're asking you this question. Because as they go through and they pull this data, they're just going to attach it to the person that it belongs to.
Yeah, I'm only responsible for my actions.
I agree, but your person that talked you into doing this is also decent.
Everybody else is doing it.
No, but you said there was somebody that taught you this. And they taught you something that they shouldn't have taught you, right? And now you're going to experience a consequence for that, right?
I mean, also, I don't know if this person was forcing you to give you some cut of it because they're teaching you how to do this and explaining how to do X, Y, and Z. You know, I'll be honest with you, we're going to look into all the bank records. So if it's going to this other individual, it's going to look a lot worse for you, all right? And if it's coming back to yourself as well, if you're telling us that you're not taking any portion of it, it just doesn't look good, all right? So this is your time to tell us exactly what happened. It's the only thing that's going to help you. So it's not about snitching. This is about making sure that you're liable for what you did.
Rent is due in a few days and it's not looking good, fam. You ever thought about picking up a shift with Shift Smart? What is that? It better not do.
So clearly it's somebody who works at the store. Was it a supervisor? Just another cashier? Well, it'd have to be a cashier, right? Because they were the only ones that had access to it. Right?
Listen, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I'm not doing trouble, but I'm going to talk to you. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not really,
That's fine, not a problem.
sorry.
So I'm just going to tell you what they're going to be charging you with, just so that you're aware of it. They're going to be charging you with the grand theft, and since you've never been in trouble before, so grand theft is theft of anything of $750 or more. But because they're showing a loss of $135,000, I think it is, you're going to be charged with that. So that's first-degree felony, and then you're going to get charged with scheme to defraud, and that's over $100,000 too. So that's another first-degree felony. And then theft of personal identification, and that's a third-degree felony. All right. So the officer's going to type up his affidavit, and he'll get it all done, and then they'll transport you up. If at any time, I'll give you my card before you leave. If at any time you want to kind of, you know, set yourself free with the, you know, mentally.
Absolutely.
You can give me a call.
Absolutely.
He said it, you want to get ahead of this, is what you want to do. All right?
Thank you.
All right.
According to investigators and the suspect's admittance, Brayland would take items from inside the store, then process fake returns and send the refund money onto her own debit cards and cards belonging to family members. She also mentioned she used a manager's ID PIN without permission to complete the transactions, but when asked whether anyone else helped her, she refused to answer. Instead, she invoked her rights to a lawyer and the interview ended. Sam's Club confirmed they wanted criminal charges fully pursued, and eventually, the suspect was charged with grand theft over $100,000 scheme to defraud over $100,000 theft of personal identification.